What up, though, y'all? It's your boy B. I want to give a big shout out to Trey McGrew, The Frozen One, MLK's Mustache, Blue Dream Drives, Gazelle Brown, James Smith, Troy Reese, Lee Sensei, Tarasha Hayden, and Shots Approved. What up, though, y'all? It's your boy Bill. I was thinking about my homeboy Dread, and I was just thinking about a situation. Why I think it's so important for people to mind their business to a serious degree. Now, my homeboy Dread, he's from Jamaica. I don't know why the hell they called him Dread, because he ain't had Nan Dread in his head. He had a low cut like I did back in the day. Me and Dread was at Riverbend Correctional Facility, which is a private prison in Milledgeville, Georgia. We was there together. We actually got transferred the same night and went to Smith State Prison. Riverbend Correctional Facility, they actually had their own dorm. This is the first time I had seen this in my entire 9 years being locked up, where, you know, the people that live the homosexual lifestyle, they had their own dorm. I mean, literally, like, it was one dorm that those are the only type of people go in there, literally. Now, you got some people that say, no, they got that everywhere. No, they don't. Other prisons I've been at, it may be a dorm where, like, it's considered to be an honor dorm or something, where they'll say they put, you know, they good inmates, the people that don't get in trouble. And, you know, you'll have those type of people mixed in there. But I mean, literally their own dorm, like, you must live this type of life in order to go in that dorm. This is the first time I ever seen that. So with that being said, like, when people is outside of the dorm, there's a lot of things go on where people deal with other people and, you know, be openly out there talking with people, whatever it is that they do. So, you know, I used to see that type of stuff all the time. You go to Riverbend Correctional Facility and you leave outside of your dorm, you're going to see stuff like that all the time. We transfer over and go to Smith State Prison together. So I say we there probably about a year and a half. Me and my homeboy Dread walking down the walk one day. So he's staring off, look, he said, hey, C-Bill. So I'm like, what's up? He was like, look down there. So I look down, I see a group of dudes look like they doing the old gang handshake or whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, what's up? He like, man, look at bro right there, standing right there. He like, wait till we walk past him, don't say nothing. So we just keep walking, we walk past him. He said, you know him? I said, he look a little familiar, but I don't think I just know him. He said, man, that's Ron, bro. That was at Riverbend with us. Now, I'm like, all right, what about him? So he busts out laughing. He like, bro, that man was just down there doing this and this and this with the punks, and now he out here big old gang member. So I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. Then when I really went to thinking about it, I'm like, oh, I remember him 100% now. Now I remember this guy, Ron. Now I remember. Man, we used to leave out. That's one of the reasons I had stopped going to church car. Well, once I started learning more about the Bible and, you know, learning about who people really is, and, you know, once I woke up, basically, I kind of stopped going a little bit. But another reason inside the church is that's like the meetup spot for anybody. If you're trying to trade off drugs, if you're trying to, you done bought you a phone from that side of the compound and they trying to sell it on that side, they might meet you at church. But the biggest thing is that's where all of them people go. Like, if this dude in that dorm and his boyfriend in that dorm, they'll meet up in church. Like, man, I remember one time sitting there watching the damn dude talk and the pastor going in, and he going in. He said, and Jesus came down here, and I just so happened to look over and these dudes was kissing. The dude, Ron, and another dude. Man, it pissed me off so bad, I got up and left out the church house. Like, later on that day, Dread come to my room. He was like, bro, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I don't understand why he's studying it that much. Like, you're not a part of that gang he's in. You haven't never been cool with him. I don't see what the issue is that you just keep talking about it. Bro, we're in prison. We see this stuff every day. I can understand if you just got locked up and then you was like, bro, that's crazy. Them folks be, then I would kind of have some type of understanding towards that. But come on, bro. We've been locked up for a minute. We know this type of stuff goes on. It is what it is. That ain't got nothing to do with us. He leave out my room. We smoked the Chris Brown CD together. He leave out my room. I'm just in there chilling, listening to my music. So I get up. I don't know what I was going to do. I was going to do something. And I step out the door and I see Dread down there talking to like 4 gang members that's a part of the same thing the dude Ron is. Dread don't never talk to these people, bruh. He usually don't never talk to these people. So when I look over there at him, I could tell by the way they're talking. I know what they're talking about. Dread standing in the middle, the other one surrounding him, and he like. So I know he's telling them like, man, I was at another prison with dude. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hoping that's not what he doing. So I come walking down the steps. Dread say, hey, C-Bill, C-Bill. He do me like this. I don't go over there. I'm like, man, I'm not coming over because I already know. I feel like I already know what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, I'm not getting caught up in that. So I go over there, do whatever I was going to do with the ice or whatever. I go back up there. So he come up to my room. He like, bro, why you act like you ain't want to come over there, bro? I was like, bro, I don't want to get caught up in that type of stuff. He was like, man, it is what it is. People be portraying to be this and this. You got to expose them. They want to act like they this and this. Put them on blast. Bro, you acting like you trying to help hide them or something. Like, man, somebody do some suckers. You put them on blast, bro. You ain't got to act like you scared to say nothing. Because, man, you ain't, man. No, man, we put people on blast. I'm like, bro, listen. Bro, at the point I was at during my bid, I just wasn't into stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like that's not a safe practice. That's not something that I should probably be doing or even involving myself in. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, what does that have to do with us, bro? That ain't got nothing to do with us, Dread. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling him, but I don't know. He just got it on it's on his spirit. He feel like he got to expose somebody or he got to do this or he got to do that. So whatever. We outside on the yard, bro. Probably about 3 days later, we on the rec yard. Now the dude not in the dorm with us. He's in another building, but he's on the same side of the compound with us. Both sides of the compound, you got to call the north side and the south side. You got 3 buildings, but it's 2 dorms each building. So damn near like 6 pods with 100 people in each, so like 600 people on each side. And then you got another separate side with a hole. We out there on the yard. This is around the time I so-called myself trying to work out, trying to stay in shape, get myself together. So I'm out there running. Next time I see Dread, he's standing at the gate. I told y'all before, the dorm and the gate is separated, like pushed back this far. But if I'm standing at the gate and you're at the window in the dorm and I'm screaming at you, I'm like, yo, bro. As long as you just put your ear up to the window like that, you can hear exactly what I'm saying. So that's how they talk back and forth. They just be screaming at each other, back and forth like that. I see them over there talking. I'm not paying them no attention. Every time I get close to them, I kind of speed up a little bit because I just don't know what he got going on. So I'm running. I'm trying to run 10 laps around this whole big old yard. But boy, it went to biting. So I started slowing down as I got closer to Dread. So as I'm slowing down, I'm already out of breath. He like, C-Bill. Nah, I really want to keep running, bro, but I'm out of energy. I really can't even keep it up. So I stopped next to Dread. I'm like, what's up, bro? He points over to the dorm. I look over there to the dorm. You got the dude, Ron, man, about 10 other people, a part of his gang. They are standing next to him. They done made Ron come down here to the window. I guess him and Dread was just arguing. Before I said anything, he yelled out the window and said, Dread, you'll make me do it to you, bro. You lying on my name, bro. I don't play like that, bro. So Dread bust out laughing. He said, hey, C-Bill. So I'm like, what's up? So he pointed at Ron right in his face. He said, man, you remember, bro, from Riverbend, right? We was at Riverbend with bro, right? So I'm looking at him. I'm like, man. So I'm looking. He like, bro, I'm saying, you was at Riverbend with bro, right? I'm like, bro, why did you? I just told you. He like, man, you was at Riverbend with bro, right? I'm like, yeah. But I already done told, bro, what you got going on? So he like, man, was he or was he not with a punk, going to church, kissing a man, seeing him on the walk, kissing a punk? Was he or was he not? He was not no gang member. He was not a part of no gang. He was a punk. Am I lying? Yes or no? Yes Yes or no? If I'm lying, CB, like every time he know I'm getting ready to say, bro, what you got going on? He over talking. Bro, am I lying, bro? Let's just keep it real, bro. Let's just keep it real. I'm just like, bro. So he like, bro, CB, I'm asking you straight up. So I just took off running again. I just went past him. I'm like, bro, I'm not getting caught up in that. Now, the thing is, I rocked with Dredd strong enough to the point where if somebody was to try to do something to him, I know I'm going to slide with him. But stuff like that, bro, I just didn't like. Like, I feel like if I get caught up in a situation, let's just naturally get caught up in it some type of way. I don't want to, I've been in situations before where maybe it could have been avoided if I had made a more mature decision. But, bro, I don't want to just make situations up like that. You know what I'm saying? Where we just throwing ourselves in it when we don't even got to be in it. You know what I'm saying? So I just push off from Dredd. So he was mad at me when we went back in the dorm. He didn't say nothing to me. I didn't really give a damn. Next day, we're going to chow. They call him chow car. Around this time, I wasn't doing much hustling. So I was going to chow around this time. As we was going to chow, as I was getting dressed, getting ready to put my stuff on and get ready to go out the door. Another dude I'm cool with came to my room. He said, "Hey, CBL." I said, "What's up?" He was like, "Hey, bro, I know you rock with Dredd or whatever." He was like, "But Ron, he wanted me to let you know he ain't got nothing against you. You feel me? He feel like you solid. You just one of them people that mind your business and stay out the way. But he just told me, bro, I ain't really supposed to be telling you this, but I'm just gonna tell you straight up. He said he told me to try to get you to stay back or at least don't be so close to Dredd when y'all go to chow, because he about to bust Dredd. He about to wet him up with the candy bar." So I'm like, what? He about to bust Dredd? So he said, yeah, he gonna bust Dredd with the candy bar, bro. He told me just tell you, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, you got me up, man. I rock with Dredd, bro. Even though he be doing stuff like that, getting in people's business, I got love for Dredd, bro. I've been rocking with him for a while, since a whole nother prison we was at together. Came here together, bro. I rock with him. That's like a brother. He done stood up with me a couple times. Like, bro, I rock with Dredd, bro. Ain't no way I'm doing it. So dude that told me that, he was like, well, bro, he said, this all I'm gonna ask you, bro. If it ever come down or it boils down, whatever happened, bro, just don't tell nobody I came and told you that. Let's just act like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell bro, I just tried to finesse you to stay in the dorm and help me cook something, but don't tell them I told you what's going on. So I'm like, all right, say less. So I grab my candy bar, stick it in my pocket. The officer like, last call for chow. Last call for chow. So I hurry up, slide out the room. I see Dredd coming down the top range from his room. He like, you going up there? I'm like, yeah, you know it. And me and Dredd slid out the dorm, going to chow. Watch part 2 to see what happened next.